like a in this one single pod we have multiple containers using file like a config file and the data using file and everything we are using in the single pod, but container only different. But in this they will manage what is the Kubernetes will manage the containers of what is the config file and what is the data file, everything they will manage. So we are using Kubernetes for the orchestration. It will be automatically take over this as it is the YAML file. We are providing in the YAML file. Now you can see here. I will explain everything in the Kubernetes pods and nodes. Everything I will explain in this article. You can see. You will clear the what is the pod and what is the nodes using in the Kubernetes. So that I will share the link in the description. You can see it. Now we are going to the our task. First, let me check the kubectl version. kubectl version. The kubectl already installed the client version. So we need to get the list of the pods, get pods, all. So no resources found in all namespace. So pods is not available. Now we run the now we have create the pod. Now we need to create the pod. Get kubectl run and name of the pod. We need to give the name of the pod. Name of the pod is pod httpd and give the pod name and image name http latest. So before we need to mention image equal to httpd. Image is labeled to the httpd. Latest. Tag name is with latest. After we creating labels, now you can see httpd labels of app. Labels of app httpd app. Give the name of the app. Client -0. We generate the YAML file which is going to be manifest the file of httpd you can see here we have created the YAML file as it is the container.yaml. Now listed the file, the YAML file is created. Now you can go to the YAML file. Everything, the image, labels, everything will be listed in the YAML file. httpd container .yaml. You can see here in the YAML file, it will be created as a version and the kind of pod we are creating the pod. So this is the kind, the pod, and metadata, labels, everything. It will be image is http latest, and name of the container is, but it will be creating the container in pod httpd. But in our task, they have provided the httpd container. So we copy the container name, and you can see paste it. And after giving the container name, we need to exit the file. To apply the container, why we are using the kube control subform, we are using the httpd the container, apply the container. Now a pod was created. Now get pods, it will be list out the pods. Now you can see the pod was available here. It was running state. Now kube control describe and pod and name of the pod. What is the pod name? It is the pod name. We need to give the pod name here. httpd pod name are different and container name are different. Okay, this is the container name and this is the pod name. So we need to give the, I have give the pod name. It was describe the everything in the pod. Create a kubelet and create and starter the container. You can see the image name, the pod name and container's name, container's ID, and the running in the IP address is they have given the name of the pod, the name they have given the everything will be described in the pod. So today task is completed. Check the task. Thank you for watching. Task is finished.